Hey y'all, it's me Alex. Today I have this Grinchy Glam look for Christmas, and I'm just going to show you how I did it. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so we're first going to start off with the eye makeup, and I have my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I have it in the original, and I'm just going to apply it to both of my lids and just kind of blend it out. And now I'm going to take my Morphe and Kathleenlights palette, and I have this nice little transition shade in the top row, and I'm going to take that and apply it with a Sonia Kashuk fluffy brush into my crease. And now I'm going to take the Kat Von D Metal Crush eyeshadow in Iggy, and I'm going to apply that using an e.l.f. eyeshadow brush onto my lid. And now I'm going to take my Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette, and I'm going to use the shade Hatter and blend that into my crease. And just to add some more pigmentation, I'm going to go back in with Iggy using the e.l.f. eyeshadow brush on my lid again. And now I'm going to take my Morphe and Kathleenlights palette again, and I'm going to use this matte black shade, and I'm going to use an e.l.f. Professional Blending Eye Brush and use that to deepen up the crease a bit. And then I'm going to go back in with Hatter in the crease using that fluffy brush again, just to kind of blend it out even more. And now I'm going to go in with the shade Bump from the Full Spectrum palette and just apply that onto my brow bone. Now I'm going to take a combination of the shades Mean and Bump from the Full Spectrum palette and use that on my inner corner. Now I'm going to get started on the face, and I'm going to start off with the Too Faced Hangover RX primer and just apply that all over my face. And now I'm going to use this e.l.f. Creamy Concealer in Corrective Yellow under my eyes. This is just to cancel out any sort of dark circles that I have. You can skip this step if you don't really need it, but I'm very tired all the time, so I do. And now I'm going to use the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation in the shade Light 48. This is my Holy Grail foundation, and I'm going to use it on my Ego Tools Custom Coverage Buffing Brush and just apply it all over my face, and I also blend it over my lips to help my lipstick just kind of apply more evenly. And now I'm going to take my NYX HD Liquid Concealer, which I dropped, but it's in the shade 03 Light, and I'm just going to apply that to my under eye area and then blend it in using my Ego Tools Custom Coverage Buffing Brush, which is the same one as I use for my foundation. And now I'm going to use my Nye Color Wheel, and I'm going to take the green shade out of it on just like a little triangle sponge, and this is what I'm going to use as my contour shade. This is kind of the fun part here. So I'm just going to take it and put it where I would do my normal contour, so underneath my cheekbones, on my forehead, and along my jawline. And don't worry, because it does look a little bit light right now, but we are going to deepen it up using some eyeshadow and just make it look a bit more intense and fun. So now I'm going to use my Wet n Wild contour brush using the shade Hatter from the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette and kind of go over those same areas and just kind of deepen it up and make it look a bit more intense. So So now I'm going to use the shade Mean from the Full Spectrum palette, and I'm going to use it on an e.l.f. Blush brush, and I'm just going to use that in the places that I would normally use bronzer to just sort of blend out the edges of my contour. And now I'm going to use a Colourpop highlighter in Perilune, which is just like a nice little light green, and I'm going to use it on a Real Techniques brush and just use that as my highlight. Okay, so back to the eyes, I'm going to use the shade Hatter on a Wet n Wild large eyeshadow brush and use that on my lower lash line. And now I'm going to use more of that matte black from the Kathleenlights palette on my e.l.f. blending brush, and I'm going to use that to deepen up the outer corner of my lower lash line. And I'm just going to blend that out using a small fluffy brush. Now I'm going to take my NYX Retractable eye pencil in black, and I'm just going to apply that along my lower waterline. And now I'm going to use my Kat Von D ink liner in Trooper, my go-to liquid eyeliner, and I'm going to use that to create some pretty dramatic winged eyeliner on my upper lash line. And now I'm going to use my little Ardell eyelash curler and curl my lashes. And now I'm going to take my Urban Decay Perversion mascara and apply that to my upper and lower lashes. And now I'm going to take the shade Fringe from the Urban Decay Electric palette on an IT Cosmetics angled liner brush, and I'm going to apply that to my brows because when I dyed my hair this color, I discovered that this color in the palette would be basically the perfect color for my brows because it just matches my hair color perfectly. And maybe I can trick people into thinking that this is my natural color. And now I'm going to take this NYX Mechanical Lip Pencil in Plum, and I'm going to use it to line my lips, and then after I line it, I'm also going to bring the color a little bit more towards the center as well. For the final step, I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Sad Girl, and I'm going to apply that to my lips because that is exactly what you do with a lipstick. And that, my friends, is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to me if you want to see more videos from me. And I will see you on my next video. I hope you'll have a wonderful day. Bye!